The way we see it, design experience is the core of who we are and what we do. It's really the heart of our design culture. We're a family of people who are passionate about design and innovation, who are absolutely driven by creating experiences that engage and entertain.
We love making stories come to life by shaping physical space and connecting people to place.
Welcome to the GGB Supplier Showcase, where we focus each time on a key vendor to the gaming industry. And today we're going to talk about one of my favorite topics, casino design. Our guest today is Dike Bacon, a principal with HBG Design. And Dike, thanks for joining us today. It's great to see you.
Thank you very much, Roger. It's a pleasure to join you today.
So, your company has really been an innovator in the casino design field. You've done some really great projects, and we'll talk about some of the project later. But why don't you just start off and give us a little bit of background on HBG's design?
Sure. HBG Design is an architecture and interior design firm. We are exclusively focused on the entertainment and hospitality industry. We have been for over 40 years. We celebrated our 40th anniversary a couple of years ago. We have three offices. Memphis is our home office, San Diego, and Dallas. We've just recently opened a Dallas office that is built around the nucleus of the office is built around some key Wilson Associates executives. We currently have 100 employees. We have, out of the 100, we have 25 interiors focused professionals, which is pretty unique.
Sure.
We believe in the industry. We have what's called an integrated practice, where our architects and interior designers work together from project inception to project completion. We oftentimes internally seat those design teams around each other. So they work hand in hand, literally from the get-go. We've completed projects in 35 states, gaming projects and commercial hospitality projects. To date, Roger, we've completed over 25 million square feet of entertainment and hospitality projects. And I think the count now is a little over 25,000 guest rooms, 3, 4, and 5-star guest rooms.
Okay, well, that's pretty impressive. So there's a lot of great, architect firms in the gaming industry. People who've done some really interesting work. But you guys are a little different. How do you stand out from that? Your competitors are that way.
Well, as I said, we think a big reason we stand out from a lot of competitors is our firm it's in our DNA, but our firm is uniquely focused on entertainment and hospitality, casinos, casino hotels, casino resorts. A lot of firms, that's a segment, that's a market segment of their business. They, design commercial office space, commercial retail space, that sort of thing. And we still do projects like that. FedEx World Headquarters is a project of ours that we designed many years ago, but 90% of our projects are entertainment and hospitality. As I said, I think we're unique in that we have an interior design specialty that a lot of firms, and we used to do it, but would bring interior design consultants on board. We still do that on large projects, but gosh, in the last probably 6 to 8 years, we've almost exclusively done our own interior design projects.
Okay.
And then we're pretty unique in the industry. I mean, we do a lot of commercial, we design a lot of commercial casino projects, but we design a lot of Indian gaming projects. We've been focused on Indian gaming for the past 20 years. We've worked with over 40 sovereign nations, Indian tribes across the country. It's a specialty of ours. We feel like that we've really become embedded in the industry. We're an active supporter of NIGA as an associate member and other Native American charities. But there's a number of firms that do or design Indian gaming projects, but not many. So
that's for sure. So, we just came through, a pretty tough economic time with the pandemic, but you guys are still in there punching away. How'd you guys survive the pandemic?
It was, March of 2020 when the hammer fell.
Right.
We were not deemed an essential business. I think construction was.
Right.
But we closed our office and we sent 100 employees home, but we leveraged some pretty sophisticated technological platforms that we had in place. We kind of laughed and said we created 100 offices, but we were able to weather the storm pretty well. We had a number of projects that were under construction that we had to send our construction administration executives to. Construction really never stopped.
Right.
We had some hotel projects that were under construction, but we had a number of design projects that didn't stop. We just held virtual meetings with our clients. We advanced those projects. I think probably, Roger, one of the biggest challenges was for a design firm not having face-to-face interaction with our design teams was huge.
Yeah.
We're sitting here doing a virtual meeting today, and you have a personal interaction as much as you can, but it's not like having our design team all huddled around a table, drawing and interacting and that sort of thing. And it was a challenge. We've been back. We came back in total in June, and it's been quite a relief to get back to normal.
Yeah, definitely. It's good to be back in the office for sure. So tell us about some of the projects you've completed that people might know about, or people might not know about that you're proud of.
We opened just recently a racino, the Oaklawn Racing Casino in Arkansas. It was a $100 million expansion at that racetrack and that facility. We had completed, and that's Hot Springs, Arkansas. We had completed an expansion for them some years ago, and then they hired us for the current expansion, and it's open. It was open this spring in 2021.
I actually was just there. We drove across the country, and I stopped in Hot Springs, and we stayed right across the street. And it's a beautiful facility. I got a lot of pictures of it, so I'm glad.
Cool. Hope you liked it.
So, it was very busy too.
Yes, there's a number of racinos across the country, but I don't think there's many that are at that level of quality.
No, not at all.
We just recently opened a very large expansion at the Cache Creek Casino Resort for the Yoshidahi Wonton Nation. That was opened in October of 2020. $180 million expansion, 459 guest room hotel, casino expansion, and F&B expansion. We got a lot of press, but we opened the permanent facility for Tohono O'odham Nation in Glendale, Arizona. That was a $400 million permanent facility. Most of the industry knows how long that tribe struggled getting a temporary casino open and a permanent casino open, but it came out great. I think we started our first workshop maybe 12 or 14 years ago. So it endured a lot of court challenges and a lot of other challenges and got it open. And it opened, unfortunately, for the nation right before COVID.
Right.
So
Yes.
they were open, I think, 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and then had to shut down.
Right.
We opened in 2019. We opened a major expansion for the Sequan tribe in San Diego. We have an office in San Diego, and again, it was a repeat client. We had done a large expansion for that tribe prior to the current expansion, but it was a hotel casino expansion and conference and meeting space, and they actually held CNIGA. I think maybe you were there, but they held the CNIGA conference there.
Yeah, I was there as well for the grand opening, and that is a fantastic property. In fact, you mentioned the interiors. I was really impressed with the hotel rooms that they were offering. I mean, really different, great amenities in there, and a very comfortable experience. So you did a great job with that project.
Yeah, well, thank you. It is a lot of projects in Southern California. They are kind of right in the middle of a heavily competitive environment, and it's really interesting how the tribes in Southern California have raised the bar relative to quality and offerings and gaming experience and non-gaming amenities, and the industry is pretty healthy in Southern California, but it's reflected in the investments.
There's a lot of traffic line here that are going to open within the next few months, I know. So it is an exciting time for gaming in Southern California. So your firm, is kind of reflective of how healthy the industry is. And as you say, Southern California is booming, but I know in Vegas and here in Atlantic City, traffic has come back. So what's on the table now for you? What kind of facilities are you doing? Are you doing a lot of renovations, or are you building kind of a greenfield project now?
Well, both. We're the industry obviously shut down, and we had a number of projects that went on hold that have started back up, thankfully. I can say that for the vast number of our clients, business is really good. I mean, it's really good. So projects that were delayed have been dusted off. New projects have been contemplated. We're actually working on a couple of ground up. I can't say a whole lot about some of the projects we're working on, but we are designing the Ho-Chunk tribe, their project in Beloit, Wisconsin. That one has been proposed for quite a while and is moving forward. It's right across the state line from Rockford, Illinois. We are designing the relocated casino facility for the Tule River Tribe in Porterville, California. That's a brand new facility, 1,700 slot casino and F&B. We are designing To my knowledge, it's the first Rock and Brews flagged casino in the nation for the Call Nation in Oklahoma.
Uh-huh.
And Rock and Brews is the kind of brainchild of Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley of KISS.
Right.
They're
Yes.
spokesman for the brand, and the nation decided to flag their whole facility.
Wow.
So that's pretty cool. And we can't say a whole lot about it, but we're working down in the Bahamas for Atlantis on some renovation work for them. So we're pretty encouraged. I think that, right now there's a lot of challenges with construction, with procurement and supply issues. And, that's going to have to be worked through. And there's certainly some challenges with inflation and cost, but, that'll mitigate at some point.
Right. We've seen a lot of changes in the food and beverage area. Obviously buffets are still challenging, but there's been a lot of reflagging of restaurants and things of that nature in some of the larger casino companies. Have you seen that? Are you involved in any of those type of rebrandings?
Some. It just depends on the market. It's kind of been an on again, off again fire. For a lot of facilities. Flagging a restaurant certainly brings name recognition, immediately from standpoint of marketing and promotion. But it just varies, market to market. And it's an interesting comment about buffets. We have I don't want to say we totally reimagined, a couple of buffets, but, because completely shuffling an interior space into something else is, quite an investment. But a couple of our clients have, changed over to served food, food either served in a line, to your plate or brought to the table. But we really haven't completely redefined a lot of things. The food hall concept is pretty popular.
No question.
We were doing a number of food halls pre-COVID, and that seems to be a desire for a lot of facilities.
Yeah, it's a good way to replace a buffet if you're not going to have a buffet. So, Well, Dike, thanks for taking the time to join us. It was really great to hear about what's happening at HBG Design, and we're encouraged that the business seems to be booming all over the country. So thanks for the time, and hopefully we'll see you at the next trade show.
Yeah, thank you very much, Roger. Thank you for the opportunity to participate.
Great.
Thank you for joining us for the GGB Gaming Supplier Showcase, our exclusive look at the best products and services produced by vendors for the gaming, iGaming, and sports betting industries. For more information about the GGB Supplier Showcase, contact Terry Brady at tbrady@ggbmagazine.com.